Good morning, my friends. I want to talk to you today about reversing health issues with lifestyle changes. I know many people believe that if they've been smoking for many years, if they stop smoking, the damage is already done. That's a common belief system. It's not necessarily true at all. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. And some people believe that I have high blood pressure, I have high cholesterol, I have diabetes or I'm diabetic, I have cancer, I have stroke, I always have pain. You hear these things. And many people believe that once they so-called have these things, or they've been diagnosed with these conditions, that's it. They own them for life. And that's not necessarily true. And I'm going to tell you a few stories about people I know that have been able to reverse their health issues through lifestyle changes. Obesity or overweight is a major cause of high blood pressure, diabetes, chronic knee and back pain. Thousands and millions of dollars are spent each year on these over-the-counter pain medicines like acetaminophen and ibuprofen. Obesity and overweight is a major cause of high blood pressure, diabetes, chronic pain, stroke, cancer, to name a few. Obesity and overweight is usually due to our eating too much, even eating too much of a good thing, and eating the wrong type of food, junk like bread, crackers, cookies, chips, Cheetos, sodas, so-called juices, rice, pasta, those things, meats, large amount of them, eating at these fast food places, the chips and burgers and French fries, sodas, all those things. But I can tell you that lifestyle changes can reverse most, if not all, of these conditions. Okay? One lifestyle change is to eat less. It's not even so much the fact that we eat rice, it's how much rice we eat. So many people, rather than eating one spoon of rice or two, we eat 10. Load it up and we eat poor quality white cheap rice. Okay? Let me tell you a story. My sister, and she doesn't mind my telling you this story because she wants to spread the news also as to how she made herself healthy, how she healed her own body by changing her lifestyle. So my sister, with the help of a health coach and trainer, got on a lifestyle change, okay, and she lost over 40 pounds in less than 6 months by switching to a healthier way of living. And what she did was to eat 6 small meals per day, and each of these meals had to fit like in the size of her palm. So it's small amounts, 6 times a day. And they were not meatless diet, but they did not entail rice either, or bread or crackers or cookies or sodas. It would be 3 to 5 ounces of meat with vegetables, squash or salad, that kind of thing. Low calorie foods. And 6 times a day. And also in between, she would have nuts and lots of water. And she lost over 40 pounds, like I said, and has kept it off for well over a year. And she had been diagnosed with high blood pressure problems. And as soon as she started shedding the weight and exercising, it's not a whole lot of exercise. She goes to the gym, I think, 3 days a week. That her blood pressure has been normalized and has been kept normal all the time. I have a friend who went on the same regimen, same protocol, eating 6 small meals. Each meal no bigger than the size of her palm, and nuts in between, almond nuts, no more than 7 at a time. Lots of water and walking. My friend walked 7 days a week and for half an hour, and she had chronic diabetes for many years, where she was on large amounts of insulin. I think she was taking 40 units of long-acting insulin at night, and during the day plus 2 different kind of diabetes pills. And ever since she also lost over 40 pounds. Her doctor has taken her off, I think actually within a very short time after she changed her way of eating. The doctor weaned her off insulin completely, and they had her on diabetes pills, and she's totally off diabetes pills now. And everything else that was related to the diabetes, which usually high blood pressure, she's totally off all drugs right now. Okay? Reversed through lifestyle change. I have another family member who, because he did not take care of himself, not just that he didn't take care of himself. He didn't take care of himself, but also his mother had chronic diabetes. Yes, she became blind from uncontrolled diabetes, and eventually his mother went into kidney failure, was on dialysis, heart failure, and died at 72, I believe. So diabetes eats you up, chews you up, spits you out, then it kills you. And my family member didn't take care of himself. And of course, diabetes is also genetic, but it's primarily lifestyle. And he was diagnosed with diabetes, was on pill, eventually on large amount of insulin, and even with that was not well regulated because he would eat anything and in any amount. He had high blood pressure, multiple heart attacks, triple heart bypass, high cholesterol, chronic constipation. He has had 2 strokes, and of course is obese because he eats too much and too much of the wrong thing, doesn't exercise, doesn't take care of himself, and was on at least 20 pills a day. Now, his children, who are into healthy eating, took him to live with them and changed his way of eating and started serving him mainly healthy foods. Not meatless foods, and they still gave him rice and stuff, but a small portion at the time. And this man shed over 50 pounds to the point where his doctor took him off all pills. The only thing that they left him on was a blood thinner, aspirin. And he was now able to walk. Before that, he could not walk. But that lasted for a few months, and he started fighting and fussing with his children. He wanted to eat whatever he wanted to eat, whenever he wanted to eat. You can fight with someone for so long. And once he went back to his old way of eating, the weight came back, and so did all those health issues. You get the drift? My dad, who is 85 years old and is doing very well health-wise, very independent, no walker, no cane, cooks for himself, cleans for himself, does his own grocery shopping, goes to the bank, takes care of himself 100% at 85. The only issue he has is a little bit of prostate issue. And he has enlarged prostate, or BPH. And my dad told me that, well, I know that my dad smoked. I mean, like a chain smoker for over 50 years, or almost 50 years. And he also drank. He drank rum and he drank beer. I didn't really see him drinking wine, but rum and beer. All kind of different rum, gin, whiskey, all those things. And my dad told me that about 15 years ago, God said to him, Donald, you better stop smoking. If you don't stop smoking, you're going to die. He told me that he heard a voice say that to him audibly, and for him that was God. And he told me that God didn't have to tell him that anymore. He said, I stopped cold turkey. Immediately I stopped smoking. And my dad said, and the voice said to me, and while you're at it, stop drinking too. So once in a while he'll have a shot of rum. He told me last year that a shot of rum like once a month is actually good for the health, but it shouldn't be anything you do on a regular basis. That's a man who smoked and drank for 50 years. But the thing is that my dad used to be a little short of breath before he stopped smoking. And since he stopped smoking, he has no shortness of breath. He walks a mile to church every Sunday and a mile back. He walks a mile and a half to the market every Friday. He is constantly on his feet doing all kind of gardening and planting and plowing. And like I tell you, he cleans, hand washes his clothes himself, cooks himself, busy all day. Okay? So his body was able to heal itself and reverse and correct any issues related to the cigarette smoking and the alcohol drinking and poor whatever lifestyle he had. Once he stopped smoking, his lungs healed itself. So I'm telling you this to let you know that whatever health condition you have, it is quite possible to reverse them if you make a firm decision and act on it to change your lifestyle. If you smoke, stop smoking. If you drink, stop drinking. If you overeat, eat less. Eat half the amount of whatever you used to eat. And you'll see you will lose weight. And once you lose weight, you're going to find that all those chronic conditions that you have, the pain, the headache, the sleep problems, the diabetes, the high blood pressure, the heart disease, the constipation, those things will reverse themselves or significantly improve if you implement a healthy lifestyle, eating a reduced calorie diet, healthy diet, vegetables, fruits, nuts, grains in small portion or smaller portion, exercise like walking, get good sleep, decrease your stress level, and drink plenty of water. I know that if you implement these things, you will get results and you will be able, your body will heal itself and you will feel better in your body. You will live longer. You will be more independent and you will also look better. Our bodies are well able to heal themselves, okay, of any health condition. In my opinion, a pill is never the answer. As Hippocrates said, he is called the father of medicine. And there are three things that Hippocrates said that I like, that I've implemented in my life, and I know them to be true. Our food is our medicine, and our medicine is our food. And walking is man's best medicine. My grandparents used to always say, garbage in, garbage out. So get rid of those cigarettes. I have a cigar here because when I went to Jamaica last year, the person I went to Jamaica with bought cigars to bring back as gifts for her friends. And I bought one to bring back for my hubby, and it's been over a year and it's still here, untouched. So that's why that's in the video. But cigar smoking is dangerous too, because I have a friend who was a cigar smoker and ended up with throat cancer. So take care of yourself, and yourself will take care of you. God bless you. Till we meet again.